Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. It is Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to 2024 in Review, a look back at some of the most compelling conversations and stories of the year from True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers Podcast.
This is the Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Brueski.
Featuring retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
Trial is well underway in James Crumbley's case. James Crumbley, the father of Ethan Crumbley, the Oxford High School shooter who took the lives of four of his classmates, rather. His wife, Jen Crumbley, already convicted on this in the 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Are we going to see the same thing here with James? That's the question. Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI Special Agent, joining us. I'm going to just throw that one out to you right there. Is this going to be just a repeat of the same thing we saw with Jen?
I think it is. I think we're going to have the same result. Although I find very interesting in this case, Tony, is the makeup of the jury.
Okay.
First of all, the jury is 100% Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, it's mostly women. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of individuals on that jury that apparently have a lot of dealings with mental health issues within their families. So they're familiar. And there are also a lot of gun owners and even people against gun ownership. Mm-hmm. So I find this jury makeup is interesting because where they're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, that is an interesting thing to take a look at. I did get a chance to look at some of the questions that were asked of the jurors when they were doing jury selection. I know there was some objection there from the prosecution stating that some of these questions, don't really truly go to the depths of what we're talking about. There was a comparison, I know, of if you bought your child a vehicle, and I'm just kind of paraphrasing here. I don't have the actual question in front of me. And then they went out and used it, or their friend went out and used it and committed a crime and ran people over. I get it, but the argument is not the same as a gun. I mean, a car's intended purpose is transportation. A gun's intended purpose is defense. It's killing. It's not just going to the range. It'd be like saying, well, then your car is only for a racetrack. It's not the same sort of analogy to be making. With the jury being, with the makeup of how you described it, do you feel that they did a good job with jury selection? Is this a fair, group of individuals to be making decisions on this, or should it be more diverse?
Well, I think it's counterbalanced in terms of their philosophies. I'm surprised it's not more diverse. Mm-hmm. I do think the fact that it's made up, largely by women as opposed to men certainly will likely help the prosecution, mm-hmm. I think. But, at the end of the day, Tony, it's the set of facts that I think are going to be the reason why we're going to see the same outcome.
Yeah.
It's really something. I was reviewing before our conversation these messages of this child that just over and over again was reaching out for help.
Yeah.
One of the messages, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's talking to his buddy, who, by the way, his buddy was very quickly removed and had to move, which was, I think, one of the reasons, the impetuses for this action by Crumbley for mental health issues. Mm-hmm. He was removed and put into, for mental health issues. So I'm just saying that these friends, I think, probably related on some levels of what they were suffering and going through. But in one of these messages, he says, I tried to talk to my dad about this, and, he gave me some pills and told me to suck it up.
Yeah.
And my mom laughed. That just looks, they're going to read these. And those women on that jury are just going to cringe because they're mothers.
Yeah. It's chilling. I mean, it's chilling to say that to your child who is literally begging you for help. And in the big picture here, we got a bunch of dead kids at the end of this. That's the result of these choices that were made and this guidance that was given to a human being, Ethan Crumbley, the son of James Crumbley. So this is a dad giving this advice to his son who is literally begging for help. And there's a lot of ways I could look at and say, not everybody is extremely well-versed in mental health and what it means. And if somebody is suffering from depression or anxiety or personality disorder or whatever it may be, that's a good chunk of our population, fairly clueless on it. But you would reasonably expect, even if you are not very well-versed in it, even if you don't believe in taking pills, even if you don't believe in therapy, whatever it may be, if your child is asking for help and making illustrations of killing his classmates, I don't know in any way, shape, or form how a reasonable response would not be to try and get that kid help in some way, shape, or form. But it feels like they just, like you said, they just kind of laughed at it. Like, go suck it up. We got all of our drama over here we're dealing with. You figure you out. Like, you're the parent. Be a parent.
Right. And by the way, we're not going to give you help, but we will give you a gun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, their form of help, instead of getting him help, was buying him a gun. You're exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such poor choices. But I will say, and I said this in the other trial, that it's so clear to me they just did not get it. Mm-hmm. They really didn't get it, even when, the shooting is going on and they're made aware of it. And he looks and he sees the gun is gone. He thinks Ethan is going to kill himself. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really, register to him that he's going to kill others.
Yeah.
And I think that really points out, I said that from the beginning, I think these parents just were out of touch with their child.
Yes.
That they just didn't understand the degree that he was suffering, that he was having serious issues. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the jury is going to forgive that because, like you said, at the end of the day, we have dead children because of these choices.
Yeah, it's not just, a crime was committed or something minor happened. Dead kids. And there's consequences to the actions. There's consequences to not getting it, too. I think that's kind of the angle they may be going on as well. He was sad. He was depressed. He lost his job. He's just trying to make ends meet, doing DoorDash. And in a lot of ways, he was. But that still doesn't dismiss you from the job of being a father, of being a parent that's at least somewhat in tune to what's going on with your child and helping them where they need it. Even if you don't get it. If you don't get it, there should be consequences to those actions, whether you got it or not.
I agree. And when you look at, again, I'm going back to some of these text messages that I think are going to be really damning, where Ethan says, "Oh, my dad left the gun out, and I guess I'll do whatever with it," or words to that effect. That tells me, and I think it's going to tell a jury, how they didn't care for that gun properly.
No,
they made serious safety decisions that jeopardized and caused these deaths. And at the end of the day, in a way, his actions were more egregious than hers because it seemed like he was the one in charge of the gun, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think both have been are completely accountable in this. Have you ever seen a case? I mean, it's a unique one without a doubt, but where essentially two people are charged with roughly the same crime, and one walks and one doesn't. The evidence is really pretty much the same in both.
No, I do not understand why this is going to trial, other than the fact that likely the state was just not going to waver and give him any plea deal. That's the only way this could have happened, because any attorney and any defendant looking at this, especially after they severed and were tried separately, should look at the results of one and realize that's going to be the result here.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
Want to listen ad-free? Want advance access to all of our interviews before anyone else?
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
You get every episode commercial-free.
So you can binge on true crime
until you can binge no more.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts now, or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast next.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It can get lonely climbing Mount McKinley, so to entertain myself, I go to ChumbaCasino.com. At Chumba Casino, I can play hundreds of online casino-style games for free, like online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Plus, I get a daily login bonus. It's just too bad that up here, I don't have anyone to share my excitement with. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Live the Chumba life. Anytime, anywhere. Play for free now at ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. Everybody needs some variety in life. That's what I love about Chumba Casino. They know how to keep things fresh and exciting. All their games are free to play, like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire. You can claim free daily login bonuses, too. And they release new games every week. So spice things up with ChumbaCasino.com now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free, and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.